What we're going to do for this lesson is just to look at a word problem. We've got the average national math test scores. F of t for 17-year-olds can be represented as a function of the national science test scores t, so I know national science test scores are t, by f of t equals 0.8t plus 72. So I'm just going to write down off to the side that math tests, are going to be f of t, and science are just t. This will help me keep things straight when I try to answer these two questions. So the first thing I want to do is, what is the science score that corresponds to a math score of 308? So I know the math score is 308, so I'm going to use this equation right here. And I'm going to say 308 equals, because I found the math score was 308, plug that in, 0.8t plus 72. And we haven't talked about how to solve an equation like this yet, okay, so don't worry about it. But what I'm really concerned about is, do you know that the 308 goes in for f of t, because we're talking about a math score? And then we would just solve this, and I'm not concerned with you going through and actually solving this right now, since we haven't talked about it. If you know how to do it, go ahead. I'm not even going to show how you would solve it right now, because I don't want to confuse anybody. But your answer would just be that the test score would be 295 would equal the science score. So a science score of 295 would give you a math score of 308. Don't have to worry about where I got this number from. If you can set it up, that's what I want to see in this part. And then the domain and the range of this function, we need to find those. Remember, domain, that's my input. So what am I putting into this function? Well, my input is going to be the variable that I'm plugging in. So my domain is going to be the science scores. That's what I'm plugging into this function, which means my range, which we sometimes call the output, is going to be the math scores. That's what I get when I plug in a science score. Out comes what a math score would be. So a little tricky here with this word problem, but as long as we understand what f of t means and t means, which is why I wrote them off to the side right here, it makes this problem much simpler. And that's all there is for this lesson. Okay, we're just talking about inputting things into function, getting values out. As always, if you have any questions, let me know.